Happy 2021, Femme Arts lovers. Welcome to another episode of That's a Fact. I'm your host, Kirsty Adams, and this edition is the new members edition. Oh goodness, this one flower. Happy 2021, Femme Arts lovers. It's a new year and we're back with another episode of That's a Fact. We're so excited. We have a newest member by the name of Ndapandula Lukas.
Hi everyone.
I love this energy, but I'm not loving this flower. I'm just going to leave it out. It's so good to have you, Ndapandula. Ndapandula is a singer, performer, a general performer, a dancer. Am I correct, Ndapandula?
Yes, you are. You are.
And she studied at UCT, but I'm not going to say everything. I'm just going to shut my mouth a little and just ask you for the meantime, how are you?
I am doing quite good right now in this moment. I know I came out of a heavy week for me. I think the past couple of weeks was emotionally draining and heavy. And just a whole lot of stuff was happening in my head and my space. But I'm so much better this week. I'm good. In 2021.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Tell us a little bit more about yourself and your background and your artistic background.
I was raised in a colored community in a little town. I don't know if it's little at this stage. It's a growing town called Verster. And I was born and raised here. My origins are Namibian though, because my father is Namibian, he's a Shivambo, and my mother's father is Namibian, her mother is colored. So I feel like I grew up as a mixed breed, but I identify as an Oshivambo. I didn't really know that I was autistic until like after matric, because I remember there was three options that I wanted to go and study, that I had to go and study after high school, and I was so confused at the time. And I feel like most musicians, I grew up in the church. I went to someone that I really trusted in the church, and I was like, okay, can you please help me? I'm so confused. I don't know what to do. And I told them my three options, and I was like, okay, there's law that I want to study, there's international studies, and there's music. And without thinking, he was like, girl, what you talking about? Like, you're so autistic, like you're autistic, go and do music. Music, dance, all came naturally, writing, poetry. I remember I wrote a lot of songs back in high school and poetry. I felt like I was a good writer. So I studied at the University of Cape Town. I studied specializing in African music performance. That's what I studied and where I studied.
So everyone has like a pet peeve, right? And for future reference, what is your pet peeve?
My pet peeve right now, or rather that I've noticed throughout the years that also causes a lot of arguments in my friendship sometimes, is when we have a discussion and people talk without fact, like they just assume things.
That's a fact.
Just have facts when you speak. Like, don't come to me and say, oh yeah, did you know that only 1% of your area uses diesel and the others, I don't know, use. I'm like, no, where's your facts? I think I spoke too much on that.
No, you didn't. But it was looking like something serious coming, and I was like, okay, I was like preparing myself here. Tell us, Ndapandula, you told us about that you're a singer, you're a songwriter, you're a dancer. Why do you love the arts, and why do you love what you do?
I express myself very well through the arts, and I find it very comforting. I find it a part of me. I find it healing. I find it it just feels like home. So for me, when I wanted to go forward, or when I made the decision to study music, I was like, I want to do something with my life that is very meaningful. And I found meaning in arts and music, and I just found meaning.
Absolutely, girl. Who is your biggest muse in the arts?
That question... It's so difficult to answer because my taste buds are wild.
I'll give you grace with two.
Oh, there's Chiwoniso Maraire, and there is, who should I choose? Okay, and I'll go to West Africa and choose Simi.
Yeah. With art comes meaning, you know, and there's usually a message that comes with the art that we put out and the voice that we want to put out and what our voice needs, what you want your voice to carry. What do you wish for the world today, and what do you wish for it in 30 years time?
Yo, guys, I wish them life, like life, everlasting life. I wish them that.
Yeah, I feel you. Tell us why you think women artists are epic.
I wanted to say, duh, like, that is a weird question. Women artists are epic because this might sound cliche, but women just brings everything to life. Whatever they've been given, they just put life in it. So women artists are epic because they give life. I mean, literally, they give life.
I stand that answer. And last but absolutely not least, girl, why do you love Femme Arts Cape Town? No pressure.
So I love Femme Arts Cape Town because I should say it's a platform that amplifies the voices of women. Should I say celebrated, and a platform dedicated to celebrating female artists, especially locally. It's just amazing. Like, we talk about sisterhood and support, and this is just an amazing expression of that.
I love hearing what you have to say about the world. Love hearing what you have to say about yourself. And on that note, let's state our affirmations about ourselves, or anything you want to say to the women artists out there that are following us on Femme Arts Cape Town. I've done this a million times. It's not hard. I am the bearer of amazing life. And that's a fact.
To every single woman out there, including myself, you are worth it. And that's a fact.
You'll be seeing more of Ndapandula, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.